So a few weeks ago, I posted a video on this channel where I showed you guys 6 different digital products that are apparently going to do well according to Google Gemini. You guys seem to have really liked that video, but in that video, one of the digital products that Gemini said is going to do well is digital planners. And I asked you guys to comment down below if you wanted me to make a detailed video showing you exactly how you can build your own digital planner store. And as you guys can see, many of you did that. So in today's video, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what you need to do when it comes to planning, building, launching, as well as scaling a digital planner store as a complete beginner. In this video, you're not only going to learn how to build digital planners, but you're just going to learn the general concept of what goes into succeeding with digital products in 2026. So in this video, the 2 different AI tools that I'm mainly going to be using is going to be NotebookLM as well as Horizons. So NotebookLM is going to be perfect when it comes to giving you the step-by-step custom instructions that you need to follow when it comes to building a digital planner store. And Horizons is going to be good when it comes to actually building the store, as well as building the digital planners that you're going to sell. So you don't need to install any other app. You don't need to sign up to any other software. Horizons is going to be able to do everything from A to Z. But before we move any more forward, for those of you that are thinking, but Sam, is it really possible to build a digital planner store and make something that's going to be tangible? I would say it really does depend on how you do it. You can succeed, you may not succeed, but what you can do is look at what other people are doing, see what they're doing right, see what they're doing wrong. And if you're able to see that they're succeeding to a certain level, you're going to be able to now replicate things in your own way. And to give you an example of what I'm talking about, there's this site that I came across that is focused on selling a whole bunch of digital planners. Every single time a new year comes around, they change their digital planners. As you can see, they've got 2026 at the time of me recording this video. And if I just click into this link over here, these are all of the different planners that they have available right now. So what I can do with this site, if I want to see how they're doing, is just copy their URL just like this at the top. You may not be able to see it because it's cut off. But I'm going to go over to this tool over here called Digital Maker AI. And what this tool has is this feature over here called Competitor Analyzer, where you're going to be able to deep dive into how a site is currently performing. So if I just paste the URL in there just like that and then click on Analyze, as you can see, it's come back with all of this data. It's letting me know the monthly traffic estimates. It's also letting me know how many products roughly they've got in their store or they've had in their store in the past few months, as well as the average price and the estimated revenue. So tools like this is what I've personally been using for the past few years when it comes to knowing if it's worth my time in building something, because if I can see that someone is doing potential revenues like this, I know that if I put my time into it, I'm going to be able to see some sort of success as well. So this is definitely something worth trying out. I'm going to leave Digital Maker AI linked down below. But one of the first steps that you need to take when it comes to getting the step-by-step blueprint for you to follow is to go over to NotebookLM. And by now, I'm sure that most of you know exactly what NotebookLM is. I've made a few videos on it. It's really popular. But basically what it's going to do is help you when it comes to giving you some sort of guidance. A lot of people are confused out there as to what they need to do. And a lot of people also make the mistake of jumping headfirst into building a digital product store. One thing that I always advise beginners is that the initial way that you want to use AI to help you is to point you in the right direction. And the good thing about NotebookLM is that you can program it when it comes to the general theme of what you think you want to do. And then from there, it's going to be able to give you the main things that you need to think about along the journey. Now, it goes without saying that NotebookLM is free for you to use. You're just going to go over to notebooklm.google. That's going to be the URL if you didn't know. So all you need to do is click into this. And it's going to be from here where you're going to give it the prompt for your NotebookLM to know what type of digital planner you're looking to build. So if you click into copy text, this is where you now need to paste the prompt. And for you to get the prompt, you can get it by going over to Digital Maker AI. So once you go back over to your account, you're just going to click into Prompt Builder, select NotebookLM. What type of digital product do you want to make? You're going to select Digital Planner, of course. From here, you're going to select your skill level. For me, I'm going to say advanced because I've been doing this for the past few years. Click on next. Why do I want to make this digital product? I'm going to say to generate income. What type of niche do I have knowledge in? I'm going to say that I have knowledge in business and entrepreneurship. But if I want to be a little bit more specific in terms of the type of spreadsheet that NotebookLM is going to help me build, what I can do is come down over here, click on something else. And I'm just going to say digital planners for online business owners and then click on next. How do I want to sell this digital planner? I'm going to say that I want to sell it using Horizons, as I mentioned before. Click on next. What is the color scheme? We're going to go with minimal and modern. How do I plan to promote this? I'm going to say mainly through paid ads, and I'm going to click on generate prompt. Okay, perfect. So I've now got the detailed prompt that I'm going to be able to copy just like this and go back over to NotebookLM. By the way, with Digital Maker AI, if I just click into history, everything you do is going to be saved here when it comes to the prompts that you make, when it comes to the different competitors that you analyze and all of the different products that you search as well. But yeah, now that I've got the prompt, all I need to do is come back over here, paste it in there just like this, and then click on insert. Okay, perfect. So once you get to this point, all you need to do is just type in the word next. And then from there, NotebookLM is going to come back with a summary of everything that you just selected in Digital Maker AI. So you can go through this, read through it, make sure that you're happy with it. If there's anything you want to change, you're going to be able to go back and simply do it. But for the most part, I would say this looks really good. So what I'm going to do is just scroll down, and as you can see over here, it's letting me know that I need to type the word next for me to continue. So I'm going to do that just like this. Okay, so for phase 2, the next thing that I need to consider is what is my brand and identity going to be. So for this digital planner website, I would say the name that I'm going to go with is going to be this one over here. We might as well just pick this one, Visionary Daily. And by the way, guys, this is all an example. I'm not saying that this is something I'm going to do right now, but I'm just taking you guys through the steps that I would take if I was looking to take this serious. So I'm going to go with Visionary Daily. I'm going to paste it in there like this. I'm going to type in next. And what it's doing now is that it's loading up the next phase that I'm going to need to follow. So it's going through question 2. It's generating the functionality, and it shouldn't take more than a few seconds for it to do this. Okay, great. So Visionary Daily has now been logged in. So we're moving on to the next one, which is the core functionality. So this is where NotebookLM really shines, because what it's going to do is that it's going to come back with all of these different functionalities that you can include into your digital planner. I would say that this is one of the main reasons why I recommend people to use it, because most people are not even thinking about this. A lot of people just instantly think about the money, when in reality, you need to think about how your digital product is going to function. And NotebookLM is going to help you when it comes to just thinking about things in the right way. So these are all of the different things that it's come back with when it comes to how these different digital planners are going to function. So the one that I'm going to go with is going to be number 6, which is end of day review. I want to build a digital planner where people can go into it, and at the end of the day, they can just write down how they feel, what they did. And of course, it's going to be centered around growing an online business. So I'm just going to copy it like this and let NotebookLM know, and just type in next. Okay, so that's now been logged into it. The next question is, how exactly is this app going to work when it comes to the actual user? So it's giving me all these different options once again. And I would say that I just want it to be mainly a calendar view when it comes to people being able to see a calendar, click into it, and just write down what they're thinking about and what they're planning. So I'm just going to copy this and type in next once again. Okay, question 4 is going to be traffic strategy clarity. So this one is going to give me different options when it comes to how I'm going to get customers. So I can either get customers on LinkedIn, retargeting, window shoppers, Google search intent, YouTube pre-roll ads, because remember in Digital Maker AI, I said I want to run paid ads. So it's giving me some of the best options. But I would say Meta is probably going to be the best one for this example. So I'm just going to copy that, paste it in there, click on enter. Question 5 is going to be the monetization model. How exactly do I plan on bringing income in? So what I can do in this case is either a monthly subscription, pay as you want. I can do a freemium model, but I'm going to keep it simple and just go with one-time purchase. For this example, I'm going to paste it in there and then click on enter. Question 6 is, what platform am I going to use? As you already know, I'm going to use Horizons. So we're just going to let NotebookLM know. And finally, what it's done is that it's come back with this summary of everything that we just discussed. And I know, guys, I went through it super quick, but that's because my one is custom to me. When you're going through it yourself, it's going to be custom to you. So I don't want to spend too much time going through every little detail, because your one's going to be completely different. But as we can see, the final summary has the app name, has come back with the type of digital product, which is digital planners, of course. It's come back with the core features, monetization, traffic source, design style, and it's also come back with a detailed prompt that I'm going to be able to copy and paste directly into Horizons for it to know exactly what I want, and it's going to be able to action it literally within a minute, maybe two. So what NotebookLM is going to do is that it's going to give you a direct link to Horizons. So what you can do is just click into it just like this. And then you should see a similar page to this once you've created your account. I'm already logged into my account, so all I need to do is just paste the prompt in here, but I forgot to get it. So I'm just going to do that right now. I'm going to copy the prompt simply like that, go back over to Horizons and then paste it in there like that. Now I would advise you to read through everything, make sure that you're happy with it. Horizons does a really good job of being able to turn the most difficult prompt into a reality. So you shouldn't be afraid of speaking your mind when it comes to things you want to add to this prompt. If there's anything that you want to take away, you're going to be able to do that as well. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to leave it as it is. And I'm just going to click on enter. And instantly Horizons has gone straight to work to start coding everything out. Now, as I already told you before, what it's going to do is that it's going to build the front end of this website. It's going to build the back end. It's going to build the payment system. It's going to build everything. It's going to be a custom website that doesn't exist on the internet anywhere. And it's going to be done with the power of AI. Now, the way that Horizons works is that it's going to have this chat feature on the left-hand side. And once it's done, I'm going to show you exactly how it works. But essentially, you're going to be able to use this as an AI assistant that's going to be there 24/7. If you want to make any change, big or small, you're going to be able to enter it into this prompt box and it's going to be able to take care of it. So yeah, I've definitely found Horizons to be a powerful tool, and I'm just going to wait for it to finish coding out what it's doing right now. And as soon as it's done, I'm going to be back ASAP and I'm going to show you the results. Okay guys, I'm back. Didn't take long whatsoever, but as we can see, this is what it was able to build. So far, I would say that it looks really good. You know, we're going to go through it right now, make sure that everything is functioning as it should. So this is the homepage that it was able to build. If I go over to About Us, it's going to have this page that's going to be completely customizable. If we click into digital planners, these are all of the different digital planners that it was able to build based on the conversation that we had with NotebookLM. So there's multiple different choices for my hypothetical customers that are going to come across the site. If we click into contact, people are also going to be able to send us a message, email us, call us. Again, all of this is placeholder text. I'm going to be able to click on edit content or click into the actual main dashboard and ask Horizons to update everything on this page within a few seconds. So that's the premise of what it was able to do in terms of the foundation of the homepage. I'm sure that you guys can tell that it's really amazing in terms of the fact that it was able to do this really quick. But if we click into the most important thing, which is the actual planners, I'm going to click into view details. This is the product page for one of the digital planners that it was able to build. As you can see, everything's structured. We've got the placeholder for the image over here. I can update this later on. We've got the description. We've got the key features. People can add it directly to their cart. They're going to be able to check out, and this can be integrated with Stripe or PayPal. This is something that you're going to be able to do afterwards. You don't need to stress yourself about it in the beginning, but let's say if I've purchased one of these different digital planners and I want to access any one of them in my account, I'm going to be able to log in. So I'm just going to log in right now using this demo login details. Let me just click on sign in. Okay, so once the customer purchases any one of the digital planners, it's going to show up in their account. So this is an example of how it's going to look. If I just click on open planner just like this, this is just one of the planners that people are going to be able to use. They can enter their daily revenue. So let me just put this figure right there. I can also add 3 different wins. I'm just going to say closed a client, made content, made a sale. Unfinished task, let's say project, energy score. We're going to go with 8 and additional notes. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Let me click on complete day. Okay, right there, as you can see, there's this graphic or image that pops up on the screen with the confetti. And we can also see that the entry that I did has now been logged in. So honestly, guys, this is the reason why I recommend Horizons, the fact that it's able to do this. And this is really basic. You can update this to make it even more advanced if you want to. You know, there's multiple different digital planners that it was able to build. But I would definitely say that this is the way that you need to think about building a digital planner moving into 2026 rather than the old way, because this is a little bit more interactive and you're going to be able to update it so that it's going to be improved over time and it's not just going to be static. And once again, when it comes to making any change that you want to make, you're going to be able to do that in this prompt box over here. So let's say if I wanted the site to go from being white with blue accents, I'm going to be able to change it so that it's green with white accents instead. So I can type this in and just say change the color code to this and then click on enter. And as you can see right there, it's now coding everything out in the background. You don't need to deal with the code whatsoever. You do have the option to do that as well. I'm going to show you how you can access the code in a moment once it's done with what it's doing. But literally, yeah, all you got to do is just enter any prompt just like this, and it's going to be able to action it. So I'm going to wait a few minutes for it to do this, and I'm going to be back straight away. Okay, guys, I'm back. And as you guys can see on the screen, it was able to do exactly what I told it to do. The site is now mainly green. Looks really good. It was able to do, I would say 99% of a good job. There might be some small things that you need to update, e.g. there's still this blue over here, but for the most part, it was able to do that. And I'm sure that you know that there's no other website builder, or there might be, I've not used any, that can build a website like this as well as build the actual digital products. Within a few prompts, you're going to be in a position where you can start selling straight away. Now, just to quickly show you some important things when it comes to using Horizons is that you can update the code if you want. If I just click into code, there's going to be all of this over here. If you want to update anything yourself manually, you've got that option. I found this to be really useful because I know basic coding, so I'm able to always go into the different things that I'm building and make adjustments to it. You can edit things manually. If you click on edit content, you can update certain parts of the website without needing to code. E.g. if I wanted to update this, I'm going to be able to do that. And another good thing about Horizons is that you've got the capability of allowing people to create an account. So if I just click on integration, it's going to be here, as you can see, where you can allow people to create an account using something like Supabase. So this is a third-party platform that you can sign up to for completely free, where users are going to be able to sign up. They're going to be able to log in. They can also have data storage as well as some other back-end features. E.g. if you wanted to integrate AI into your website in any way, shape or form, there's so many different ways that you're going to be able to use the power of Supabase. But for the most part, I would say that these are the important things that you need to know when it comes to getting started with digital planners. Now, of course, there's going to be a completely other side to it when it comes to getting customers, getting traffic, and being able to generate your first sale. And this video has already gone on a bit longer than what I expected. So what I'm going to do is leave another video right there. In that one, I explain the best traffic methods, how you can get started with tapping into digital marketing, everything you need to know, the key things that you need to focus on, and what's going to do well in 2026. Be sure to watch that video straight after this because it's already helped out so many people. I've gotten so much good feedback from it. And I'm sure if you're able to watch it from the very start all the way to the very end, it's going to be able to help you out as well. Like this video if you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification. Don't forget to check out Horizons as well as Digital Maker and NotebookLM in the description down below. But as always, guys, I'm going to catch you on the next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.